Launch authorization received. Countdown sequence initiated.
चल छैया 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 चल छैया 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 चल छैया 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 चल छैया 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 चल छैया 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 चल छैया 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 सारे इश्क की छाँव चल छैया छैया सारे इश्क की छाँव चल छैया पाँव जन्नत चले चल छैया छैया पाँव जन्नत चले चल छैया चल छैया 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 वो यार है जो खुशबू की तरह जिसकी जुबान उर्दू की तरह मेरी शाम रात मेरी कायनात वो यार मेरा छैया छैया चल छैया 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 छैया
These are still duplicated from interface way up at the beginning. So now,
What you're about to hear is the most diabolical plot ever uncovered.
I just took the biggest dump ever. Oh my god. Yeah, I was looking there for like 20 minutes. I don't believe it.
Jeez. Sen, I didn't want to know that.
Man,
Like, honestly,
please, I had to like flush twice. Maybe even 3 times. I forget, man. I lost count.
oh, Sen, I would have been better off not knowing that.
Why? Wouldn't you want to know as much as possible? Come on, man.
But there's just some things that, you know, you keep to yourself.
So what? You trying to say you'd rather be ignorant than like all-knowing?
What do you mean by ignorant?
Okay, well, ignorance is basically like lack of knowledge. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is, would you rather like lack knowledge and be unaware of stuff, or would you rather try to reverse ignorance as much as possible and know as much as you can? So come on, it's a little obvious here.
Okay, yeah, I see where you're coming from, Sam, but there's just some instances where I think I'd rather be ignorant and not know something. Like,
so like, are you trying to say there's like advantage to being ignorant?
yeah, I guess so. In my opinion, I guess there is some.
I have to go back to class. My teacher's gonna freak. She doesn't know I'm here. We'll talk about this later.
Yeah,
See
okay,
you, man.
see you, Sam.
Oh, hey Andrew, how's it going?
Hey, son. You remember the other day when we had our delightful conversation about ignorance?
Yeah. What is it to you, man?
Well, I looked up the definition of the word ignorance from our trusty dictionary, and I was wondering if your usage of the word ignorance was the same as mine.
Okay, and so what's the definition you got from the dictionary then?
Well, the dictionary just said it's to be lacking knowledge, being uninformed or uneducated, resulting from a lack of knowledge. You know, something other like that.
Well, no, not exactly. Though your definition reminds me of Plato when he touched on it in his allegory of the cave. The prisoners were ignorant because they had no knowledge of the outside world. The prisoners thought that their surroundings was the real deal, the real world. But you know what? They were ignorant to the fact that there was an outside world. They had no knowledge of it. So, to some extent, they were ignorant because they were not aware of the outside world. Well, there's two classifications which both result from the definition of knowledge.
What do you mean, two different classifications?
One definition of knowledge is that it's a knowledge claim that has 100% certainty attached to it.
Indubiously.
Therefore, cannot know anything and are consequently ignorant in that way.
Yeah, what would the second classification for ignorance be then?
The other definition of knowledge, although not without flaws, is that it's a justified true belief.
I see.
This other definition allows us to say that we know stuff, okay? But the thing is, in general, we are then ignorant because we don't know so much about what there is for us to know. So although we do know some things and we can't say that we know them from this definition, when we look at the big picture, we realize that there's so much stuff we have no clue about and we can't say that we know them, even with this definition.
By the beard of Zeus, you're correct. Okay, San, I'll talk to you later. Bye.